Hey, so I know you wanted some stretches, so we'll go over a few things that I think will work best for you. Alright, so I swear by the foam roller. I'm a huge fan. You don't have to get one with the rivets like this. You can just get one that's flat. We have a few of those as well. So what I suggest is I always start with my hamstrings. Alright, so you're just going to get it from here. I like to start in sections. So you're going to go from, say, the knee up to your hip. It's going to look just like this. If you want to scale it up a little bit, make it a little bit more difficult, add a little more pressure, get a deeper stretch, you can add that leg, go to the hip, ooh, that feels good, and down back to the knee, right? Each section that you do, you're going to do for about a minute and 30 seconds, right? To make it effective, you're going to go for a minute and 30 seconds. If you find a spot that's especially knotty, so a spot that hurts a lot more than the others, you're going to sit there for about 15 seconds and then go back on in, right? And so you may find, depending on where you are, a few different spots that'll work like that. So after I were to do both hamstrings, I like to go to my IT band. So right out here, right on the outside of your leg here, you do your IT band, again for about a minute and a half, all right? Again, applying that leg if you want to add a little bit more pressure. Boom. So you do there. Then after I do both of those, I'd hit the quads from hip to knee again. Not over the knee, but just before that joint. So I like to do the legs. And then after I do my legs, I'll stretch my legs. So just typical, just like you did in middle school. You'll stretch it out. You can go for about a minute. For about a minute to a minute and a half. You can get down and do the hams, just like you usually did. That like 6 months ago, wasn't even about to touch my foot. But because of the stretching with the foam roller and the stretching, I've been able to definitely increase the flexibility. Just kind of like we talked about, if you can't do both stretching and the foam roll, I definitely would suggest the foam roll before and then do the stretching afterwards, you know, the static stretching that we did in middle school. If you can do both, it's a really good idea to do the foam roller and the stretching before you get into activity. If you want to also hit the back, so obviously we just did our legs. Legs feel good. You can do the calves as well if they're feeling extra sore. But you can hit the back, so you can go right from just above your pelvis, and you can go all the way up the back onto your shoulders if you'd like. So it'll look just like this. And then with this, you want to roll it out. So you'll come out to the outside and roll. You'll go to the middle of the back and roll. And then to the other side, obviously. Now stretching with this, I know if you do have a back injury, stretching with this can be a little bit difficult. So a few things. So start right here. You'll hit the glutes and the lower back. You can bring that knee all the way in. Hold for about a minute to a minute and a half. You can do single leg overs, where you arms to the side, you come out. The idea is to keep this shoulder over here on the ground, and then bring that over. You'll feel that in your lower back. Oh, that feels good right now. Right, and obviously both sides. So you want to do a minute and a half on either side. Some quick ways to get the chest real quick. We go open palm against the wall, and then turn to the opposite. You'll get a nice stretch in your pecs. If you want to do upper body, and then also a good way to get your triceps is just arm over. You can pull it in here. I think you can lean a little bit, and that'll actually help with the oblique on the outside as well. Boom. So those are some of the stretches that I would do kind of before your workout. If you want, you can do, I can send you a video of some dynamic stretching or some dynamic ways to warm up, you know, like running in place, doing leg kicks, you know, things like that. We can do a dynamic warm up. But if you, for the kind of the activity that we have going on for you, these will definitely help you out, get you stretched out and ready for the activity you're going to do. And what I would also suggest is both afterwards. If you can't do both, so maybe you're stressed on time, I would do foam rolling before do your workout and then do the static stretching afterwards. If you can do both, then certainly hit both later. If you have any questions, obviously, you know, you can shoot me a text. If anything wasn't explained well enough, you know, give me a call. All right, Rob.